My name is Tweet Coleman, host for the Florida Aviation Network. I'm joined today by a very important person from Canada. She's actually the chair for the Transportation Safety Board of Canada. We'd like to welcome Kathy Fox. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
How are you? Thank you for being with us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Our two boards operate similar, however, they do have a few differences. Could we speak to that? Like, do you investigate cars and buses and?
No, our mandate is to advance transportation safety by investigating occurrences in the air, rail, marine, and pipeline modes of transportation. So we don't do commercial buses or vehicles in the same way that the NTSB would do.
Okay. Typically, if it's a small aviation accident, the FAA, with no fatalities, I might mention, the FAA would do the initial investigation. Is that the same in?
No, in Canada, the TSB has exclusive jurisdiction to investigate occurrences for findings as to cause or contributing factors. Transport Canada, the regulator, the equivalent of the FAA, can certainly investigate for things like compliance with regulations, but in terms of identifying causes and contributing factors as to why the occurrence happened, it's the TSB that has the exclusive jurisdiction to do that.
Okay, I understand. Now, our NTSB, it could take easily 1 year or more to get the final report.
So we have different classes of reports. So our simplest one where we issue a report is typically comes out in about 8 months. And it has no real analysis or findings. It's really about what happened and a safety message for pilots. Our most complex reports, or more complex reports, say a major airline accident, would likely be at least 2 years, and we also do safety studies, which can sometimes take 3 or 4 years.
Okay, and how long have you been in this position or with the board?
Well, I joined the TSB after my previous career in 2007 as a board member, and I became the chair in 2014.
Okay, well, almost 10 years now.
That's right, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, our NTSB, as I understand it, we make recommendations to the FAA. Is that similar?
Yes, we can also make recommendations either to regulators, typically through the Canadian ministers who are responsible for those departments, so aviation, marine, rail, or pipeline, but we can also make recommendations to private companies.
Okay.
The difference is that when we make recommendations to government, they must respond within 90 days as to what they're going to do. Private companies, airlines for example, or internet service provider may not be required to make a recommendation, but typically they do respond as to what they're going to do to address the safety deficiency that we've identified.
Oh, good. So you have some accountability.
That's right, and we track the actions taken until those recommendations are closed, and that's all public and on our website.
We have about a minute left. What would you like to say about your board?
Well, I mean, we try and make sure that we're collectively knowledgeable about the modes of transport that we supervise, that we oversee. We're very active in terms, we have a watch list similar to the NTSB most wanted list, and we really stay on top of our recommendations until they're fully addressed. And I often say we hope we never have to meet you professionally in the sense of an occurrence investigation, but we know that people take a lot of information from our investigations and hopefully use it in their own operations.
Great, great. Well, thank you very much for being with us, folks. And again, that's Chair Kathy Fox, and she's with the Transportation Board in Canada, just our neighbors. So I'm sure we've worked together on some accidents as well.
Yes.
Again, this is Tweet Coleman from